Hello and welcome back to the City's Climate Action Summit. And thank you very much indeed for joining us for this short session here, where we have a presentation and pitch for you now from one of our exhibitors, Latitudo 40. I'll be your host, Luke Antonio, Senior Editor at Smart Cities World. It's my pleasure to introduce you here to Gaetano Volpe, Innovation and Marketing Manager for Latitudo 40. Welcome along. It'd be great for you to tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Latitudo 40 as well, and your work before you jump into your presentation.
Thank you for this space. I am Gaetano. We are working using satellite data to support climate resilience and climate design in cities. And now with my slide, I will present what is the vision of our company and why we started this business and how we can help cities all around the world to have data for the climate resilience. And Latitudo 40 was founded in Italy, in south of Italy, and we are working to use Earth analytics to design cognitive places. Why we started this process? Because we understood that 93% of the city at worldwide level are at risk due to climate change. This is a big issue at the moment, big threat for humanity. And the other interesting aspect is that more than 1,000 cities that have committed to race to zero are not in target. Only 10% of this part of the city are reaching the target. And we asked us why this situation, and the answer is that sustainability resiliency program need data. Now, one of the biggest problems in this market is the lack of comprehensive and actionable data. And we understood that there are two main problems. One is related to data gap. So sometimes data are not accurate, not complete, not completely accessible, but also another problem, how to use this data, how to transform the data in actionable insight. For this reason, we started the development of Latitudo 40 platform, and we call this solution as an environmental operative system to design cognitive cities and places of the future. Our technology is based on three pillars. First of all, the data from space. We use remote sensing data that are very widely available at the moment to discover situation in our planet. Then we process this data with artificial intelligence. We developed a set of algorithms that can extract information from the pixel. Then we use geospatial analysis to produce information, to offer information to our customers. So with these three pillars, we're making actionable data a reality. But how? We created a fully automated workflow, a solution that simplifies the access to the data. We are like a digital factory. Satellite images and other data space are for us raw material, and we process in our digital factory with the data collection, AI processing chain, and cognitive analysis. Then from the other side, we can have a dashboard to offer a complete view of the city, or also compare city with other cities, and climate and risk API. So our customers can integrate this information in any smart cities or digital twin application. So what we call actionable insight in one click is a very simple process, because we start from city or area of interest. Our platform go in the past and extract from satellite data environmental and climate trends. Then with our algorithm, we identify risk and problems. In particular, on the right part of the slide, you can see the risk that we can identify. So heat wave risk, urban cooling, the park cool island, tree cover and carbon storage, the people density, land consumption, and so on. Then we offer the capability to compare set KPIs to improve the climate sustainability and check the achievements with weekly or monthly updates. We can do the same also for infrastructure, but it's probably out of the scope of this meeting. The aspect of geospatial operative system is that combining all these layers that we produce, we can create very quickly a risk map and the identification of priority area of intervention. Simply combining the risk with the population density, we can identify where is very urgent to act, where the action can be postponed in the future. Finally, we offer the possibility to see how the mitigation solution, how the nature-based solution or other mitigation solution can work within the simulation. So we have a very huge amount of data in the past. We can use this to simulate the future, also using IPCC forecast. And so our customer can see what happens if no action is taken, or what happens if I choose one of the mitigation solution. So 3 value proposition: one for digital cities. We learn from the past, look at the present, and make the best decision for the future. We offer a solution for digital integrators because our dataset and insight can enrich digital twin and smart city platform. But we have also a value proposition for infrastructure and prop tech organization because we can offer actionable understanding of climate risk and vulnerability of the entire portfolio. The market is extremely big. We are, in the next 10 years, will be invested more than 600 billion in climate action and environmental sustainability, and more of 25,000 places will have climate action active. The market is growing, also following the analysis of EU SPA market, and we are already in the market. We are working with customers and partners across the globe. We have several cases with cities in Italy, in Spain, but also abroad, Europe. With Statistics Canada, we are working on different aspects of sustainability in the country. We have some partners. We just won an important tender in Italy, and we will monitor for the next 4 years around 150 cities against the urban islands, and how to use green infrastructure in the city also to capture CO2 from the air. Finally, our business model, we maintain at the minimum level the investment for your customer because we offer a software as a service platform, no initial investment. All the services are provided in a pay-per-use euro per square kilometer of the city with 2 model. One is dataset, so the information can be integrated in any application already existing, so no other platform to log in, but use the same app that could be also a GIS that normally the city use, or have a platform with more functionalities. Finally, our team. So we are 4 founders with a huge experience in space technology, passionate for environment, for climate actions. And around us, we created a team of 12 people, scientists, technologists, creative, and all this team work because we need to do something for our planet. And cities is the starting point to improve the quality of life in our planet. So I go just to the last slide. If you are interested to design cognitive place of future with us, we are here. We are happy to share business case, demo, or also we are open for a proof of concept with you. Here my contact, and happy to be here today for this really important exhibition about sustainability in cities. Thank you very much.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Gaetano. And it's really eye-opening. The work that you're doing really aligns perfectly with our mission here for the Cities Climate Action Summit and as Smart Cities World more broadly as well, in generating those actionable insights as simply as possible for cities. And I have one question for you before we wrap up, and that's to find out, across your work so far with your current clients, have there been any particular actionable insights that have been drawn out that they have in common more than any others? And does that help to tell you where some of the lower hanging fruit is in terms of next steps for climate action?
Yeah, it's interesting. And thank you for this question. At the moment, we are experiencing that a very interesting climate actionable insight for climate is the urban Italian identification, and verify how this problem can be solved, also can have an impact also on public health or people well-being. And so we started a cooperation with another company that is working on fragility for elderly people, because fragile people have more problem with extreme heat wave, and the urban Italian in city can create more problems. So the idea that we are working on is to create safe zone for elderly people based on the presence of the urban Italian in the city, and so they can have a sort of alert, avoid this area of the city if you are a breath problem. And the other aspect is that we are working in mobility sector to create a navigator in the city that can be used by new mobility service, but also by citizen, to see I can set the rule of my navigation city. So I would like to avoid very hot place, or I prefer to have a path with low carbon, low pollution presence on very high level of green. These are two of the applications of satellite data that we are happy to share with you and with all the community of smart cities world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really, really interesting and really insightful. It's about making sure that citizens have the right information as well from their cities to make the right choices for them and in how they live and experience the places that they live. But we're going to wrap up here. Obviously, you're one of our exhibitors for the event, and so people can head to the exhibitor space on our event platform to meet Latitudo 40, get any questions answered that they might have, find out a bit more about the solution, the technology behind it. I'd encourage everybody to go and do that. But for now, I thank you very much indeed for joining us, and we will be back shortly with our next session. Bear with us. Thank you very much.